Hello friends! Today's gay social media of choice, Twitter. Before you ask, the t-shirt says only show your dick if someone asks to see your dick. It is the merch of a comedian called Jack Rook, and I fully stand by this message. And no, I haven't asked. You can send me pictures of dogs though. So last night I came across what is possibly the greatest ever thread to turn up on the hell site that is Twitter. And it's so good, I wanted to treat you to a dramatic reading of it. Now there is a minor sting in the tail, in that it's cropped up that the author might actually be a bit transphobic. He is very much our milkshake duck. This is why we can't have nice things. Turns out we've had a few authors being transphobic lately. So I thought what I'd do is, the account's been suspended for now anyway, whether it's because all the transphobic stuff cropped up, whether it's because this was all just some elaborate story and he didn't know how to end it, we don't know. So I thought what I'd do is I'll read out the story and I'll show his name, but I won't link to his Twitter account because it's deactivated right now anyway. We don't know if it's coming back. And I'm not gonna link to somebody who might be transphobic. A dramatic reading of The Brexit Chronicles. I called it that. By R.S. Archer. Just had a conversation with a British couple who have a holiday home near us. They voted for Brexit and have made no arrangements whatsoever for what happens on January the 1st. They have now discovered the reality of their situation. The blame is apparently with Brussels. Quick follow-up on this. They've always assumed I am British and only recently discovered I have dual nationality. When I told them and revealed all my EU rights were protected, I was told that was very unfair and typical of the EU. Further follow-up. Their son lives in UK, uses house for holidays, called me at lunchtime. Is this true what those bastards in Brussels are doing to my parents? We'll see about that. They've no right to treat us that way. My wife has just spoken with the lady of the couple in question. She is in tears as she's just today realised the full extent of what's going to happen. They planned on retiring here in about 5 years when her husband retired, but no longer. They will now have to sell. The son has been back on. It seems he will be taking this to the top. I have no idea what that means. He's not going to be pushed around by Brussels, and he's spoken to his friends at work who all agree with him. Seems this is the EU bullying his parents and being vindictive towards British people because they are jealous of Brexit. My only reply was, well, okay then. Received a largely incoherent message from the idiot son via WhatsApp. Says that my wife and I are part of the problem, wants to know what we're doing to help, should have warned his parents, Farage was right, not sure what about, something about the war, the empire, etc. Latest development. The wife called my wife again. More tears. Seems the idiot son has been shouting at his work about this and has been sent home to cool off. Meanwhile, they have made the decision to sell the house and have asked if I could help with viewings. We've said yes. Oh Christ. Another call, this time from the son. He's decided to come over next week and sort this all out with the mayor. I tried to explain that it's nothing to do with our mayor and that this is down to the UK leaving the EU. He said he didn't vote for Brexit to have this. I said he needs to take the time to understand what Brexit means and he will not listen. I told him he'll need to wear a mask when here. Surprise, surprise, he doesn't believe in him. I doubt he can get a channel crossing, so he probably won't make it. Long email from the original couple. They are very angry. Feel they've been lied to, not sure if they mean me or the UK government, and want compensation. Again, not sure who from. Want me to write a letter confirming they knew nothing about the effects of Brexit. The icing on the cake has been delivered. WhatsApp message from the idiot's son. He is saying that he has a Eurostar crossing for Thursday and will be here late Thursday night after taking the TGV from Paris. He asked if I can collect him from the railway station. Okay, although I was tempted to collect him, she who must be obeyed has put her Gaelic foot down and made me say no. I've also dropped a text to our mayor, who immediately phoned me roaring with laughter. He has promised a crack team of gendarmes will be on standby, just in case. That's it for the day. My wife has prepared canard à l'orange and she'll be angry if it gets cold. Good evening. Brief update as so many asked. The duck was excellent. My wife is a brilliant cook. I had creme brulee for pudding. The story is true and that's how it happened today. Our dog is now asleep. I promise to update the story as it develops. Idiot son has been drinking. Just call me via WhatsApp. I am his best friend. Overnight update. An email from the couple, once again asking about compensation. From France, the EU, the UK, it's not clear. Second email asking to look after their son when he arrives. In the mafia sense? WhatsApp message from idiot son reading, "How big you and the French?" Excellent development. A WhatsApp message I'd missed from the idiot son. He said he will be, drumroll, talking to Nigel Farage about this. Having read the email in detail over breakfast, I can now offer a précis. They want compensation from someone. They don't know how much they want. They don't know why they should get it. They don't know who should pay it. They do know it's not their fault. For some reason. Brief WhatsApp message from idiot son. Sorry about last night. I'd had a drink. Was this for me or what else did he do last night? New message. He wants to know if the mayor could be squared away with a good drink and if he was open to a deal. I again said the mayor is not who he needs and this is all an EU matter. I suggested he contact Ursula von der Leyen. Apologies for pronunciation. I'm not smart. He asked if I have her number. I've spoken to the mayor's wife. Mayor is out having lunch. She says after knowing him for 30 years, he could probably be corrupted if a date with Vanessa Paradis could be delivered as part of the deal. I have this morning been inundated with DMs asking me to prove my thread. This is my answer to all of you. If you don't want to believe it, block me, mute me, or simply stop reading my tweets. All I've written is true and is still happening. I doubt Thursday will end it. How wrong he was. Suspended Thursday. Email from the father. My son is coming over to sort this all out. We all feel this is very unfair and we have been badly treated. We have paid our taxe d'habitation and we have rights. The French should not be allowed to do this. Please help us in our fight to put this right. The son has confirmed his train. Arrives at Bordeaux Saint-Jean station, 18:56 local time on Thursday. He is then hiring a car and will be with us around 9 p.m. He will stay at his parents' house and has a meeting with the mayor for 10 a.m. Friday morning. To add a certain je ne sais quoi, the mayor will maintain during the meeting that he speaks only French. I know idiot son only speaks English. I have offered to attend and translate. New message from idiot son. If all this can be fixed on Friday, he says he will take my wife and I out for a bloody good dinner. I'm not sure if it is in the power for a regional French mayor to fix Brexit, but we will see. He's a bright guy. New message from the father. He's asking me to look after his son when he's here. This is the second time he's requested this. It's possible he's asking for a Corleone option. We have a new character! I've just received a WhatsApp from Idiot Son's boss asking me to confirm the visit on Thursday and Friday is for a, quote, an urgent family matter. I've not yet replied. WhatsApp message from Idiot Son. Please tell my boss I've come to France for urgent family business. I've now just discovered he works as a tyre fitter. I found his Facebook page. I've called his boss and told him the truth, that I'm trying to help his parents and that he wants to meet a French mayor to try and get an exception for his parents from Brexit. He said, he's always been a thanks banner. He's got permission to come. His boss just sent me a message saying, if he wants to waste his holiday time on this, it's up to him. He's a complete plank if he thinks it'll make any difference, though. Typical. Hold your breath, everyone. He will be here tomorrow. Sorry, I got overexcited. It's Thursday he's coming, not tomorrow. Wife has just told me to calm down and do some proper work. She sounds sexy, I like her. Idiot's son has sent me a message thanking me for persuading his boss. He has asked me if there's anything he can bring me from the UK. I've requested HP sauce. Terrible choice. If it's barbecue, maybe. The mayor is with us here. He's dropped in for a small apero. Fancy. It seems the entire mayor's office is now following this. He has no idea how they're all going to keep straight faces when you-know-who turns up on Friday. One lady has switched her day off to be there. Email. The family have got themselves a lawyer, and he's presumably from the Lionel Hutz Law School, as he said he sees no reason why an individual exception to Brexit rules couldn't be applied to them. He has asked to call me as their local representative. WhatsApp from Idiot's son. He's googled the mayor and seen that he's a rugby fan. Wants to know if Six Nations tickets would smooth him up. I've advised Idiot's son that bribing an official in France is a serious matter. He said, "The French have always liked a bung. That's how the Channel Tunnel got made." I have a call with the lawyer at lunchtime. Quick message from Idiot's son's boss. Do keep an eye on him for me. He has a habit of getting into trouble. Last year, he fell off a bridge in Hemel Hempstead. Suggested to lawyer we talk via Skype. He said, "I'm not keen on that sort of thing." I'm assuming the lawyer's French. Don't know. Did they? If he's not, I'm sorry. Also, I apologise to all of France. J'adore ta langue. Suggested to lawyer we talk via Skype. He said, "I'm not keen on that sort of thing." Don't know what to make of that. I suggested Microsoft Teams. He said, "Same problem. Once the camera's on, it's on forever. Then they can watch you." I'm not sure who they are. Good news. The lawyer is not a nutcase, just a man who prefers traditional phone calls. Seems he worked on a privacy case some years ago and there was evidence of cameras being turned on without permission. Phew, was worried for a moment. Call in 5 minutes to discuss. Okay, this might take a while to go through, so expect multiple posts. Oh, I don't think the lawyer's French. Sorry. The lawyer is for real and a nice and reasonable man who has known the father for some time. He's confused as to why I was involved. I said I was too. He had been told that I was their local legal expert. I made clear I'm not and have no involvement in this. Then he said, "Well, I think you're involved now." As we all are. I need to know. He will not discuss his conversation with the family for obvious reasons, but did say that should another client ask for his advice on this matter, the chances of obtaining an exception were 0. Speaking to a mayor would make no difference. I told him about the bribery conversation. He said, "Oh God, not again." I then told my idiot son's visit tomorrow. There was a long period of silence. And then he said, "He's a man of various talents, but he needs watching." Message from son. He's heard I know about the bridge incident. Said, "It was not my fault. That was down to Darren in his obsession with road signs." So many questions. On his Facebook page. "Off to France tomorrow to sort out stuff from my parents' house. Not gonna let some frogs push my family around. Brexit is about not letting them push us around anymore. Might have to go to Brussels as well if they no listen. Wish me luck." He's just sent a message asking how far it is from my house to Brussels. I said about 850 kilometres. He then asked for the distance in miles as he doesn't do French lengths. Sidebar, that's my favourite line in the entire story. There will be no more tweets today as I'm taking my wife out to dinner. I trust you all have a pleasant day and I will return tomorrow to give you updates on his journey. I know he has an early Eurostar crossing and will arrive in Paris mid-morning. Good evening. One last tweet. This is where it all starts to unravel, I think. To all the people saying I use a stock photo in my bio, yes, of course I bloody do. I write under a nom de plume, so I'm hardly like to use a real photo of me, am I? Twats. At midnight, he sent me a WhatsApp message. "You and me tomorrow, Mark, are gonna show 'em. We'll win this. That mayor is gonna know all about my family. They think they can do us, but they can't. He'll take a good drink, I know he will. They all do. My name's not Mark. Text from our mayor. Every single person who works for the mayor's office will be there tomorrow, plus the mayor's wife and 2 sons. WhatsApp message received. He's just arrived at St Pancras station. His mother is with him to see him off. He has my HP source. Email from the father. I hope you and, name redacted, can get this sorted out. It's so unfair the way we're being treated. France should not do this. We've always done things right there, like putting our rubbish out, etc. My wife is very upset and does not understand it all. I replied to say yes, as neighbours we always appreciated their commitment to good dustbin etiquette, and I would be sure to remind the mayor of that in the meeting. He wrote back with a smiling face emoji and a thumbs up. I texted our mayor with their comments about putting the bins out. He replied, "L'élimination des déchets est important. Maybe this will be the clincher." Update. So his Eurostar train was cancelled, but he never checked. So when he turned up at St Pancras, there was a row, and now he's been thrown out the station. He said, "Them in Brussels cancelled the train on purpose to stop him coming over." He's also lost his shoes. He has a new ticket for a late train. He's been bitten by a dog. I'm not sure what's happening. Okay, he uses the word tramp in this portion, but I don't like it, so I'm going to change that to homeless person, but I'm just letting you know that that's what's in here. Okay, somewhat confusing for a while, as our connection was bad and there was a lot of shouts. But it seems the dog was owned by a homeless person. He got into a fight with the homeless person, the dog bit him, and now the police are there. He's asking if I can speak to the police to explain everything. Okay, just spoke to the police. They seemed friendly enough, if a little bewildered. He had told them I was his special legal advisor in France. They basically told the homeless person to sod off and our friend to be on his way. The police wished me good luck for when he arrives. He will be on the 12:24 train that arrives in Paris at 15:47. I can't see him making the connection to the TGV, but ho-hum. Layering in some possible disappointment, perhaps? I have had another message from his mother asking me to look after him. I'm beginning to understand why people keep saying that. So, that was an entertaining 20 minutes. It was a coordinated attack on my Twitter password, and now my DMs are filling up with loads of attack posts by Brexit supporters, including threats to me and my wife. Shortly after, the account disappeared. And that was it. We never get the end of the saga. What happened in the mayor's office? Did the mayor refuse to speak English to him? Probably. That sounds like something I would do. I'd find it funny. But I would mainly be telling you about my trips to the disco. So, yeah. We don't know if it's real. We don't know if it's fake. Although I think when we got to the dog bite, I'd completely believed it up until the dog bite. Because for me, dog bite is where it jumped the shark. And I thought, yeah. Because don't get me wrong, I think there's nothing worse than people on Twitter going, "Dinner, mate." Those people are the worst. Just enjoy something. We might never know the conclusion. Some other people are trying to take up the mantle and finish the story themselves. But it's not the same. So I hope you enjoyed it. That literally made about 2 days for me. I was so invested, I needed to know the next chapter. If there is any updates, I'll let you know, but he's literally been suspended for like a full day now, so I can't see it happening. If you want me to read you some more stuff, read you a bedtime story, not in a creepy way, leave me a comment, give me a little subscribe. I've got quite a few of you now, and it's like, hi, we're all friends now. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye.
Yeah.